How's it going, guys? It's your boy Splash. I'm trying a new type of content today, so drop a comment. Let me know if you like this or if you want me to go back to what I usually do with more on-camera stuff. But today, I filled out my Pro Bowl ballot after Week 10, so we are in mid-November, peak time for some football talk. And now we head to the NFC defense and special teams. We begin with the interior defensive line, and it begins as per usual with Aaron Donald. I don't think I need to explain much there. Then Dexter Lawrence of the New York Giants, pressure monster, very good run defender, and a big reason why the Giants have had such a strong defense this year, such a strong team this year. And to round out the interior trio, I have Derek Brown, another young player that's elevating his game this season. Former top 10 pick, guy that I thought was a can't-miss interior player. It took him 3 years, but he's playing at a Pro Bowl level. So congratulations, Derek Brown and the Carolina Panthers. Sticking with the Carolina Panthers theme, let's hop over to defensive ends. To start, we have Nick Bosa of the San Francisco 49ers, leads the NFC in sacks. It just pressure monger out the wazoo. Then Montez Sweat of the Washington Commanders. Doesn't have the crazy sack numbers, does have crazy pressure numbers. And to wrap up the defensive ends with the Carolina Panthers, Mr. Brian Burns, who they did not trade despite the Rams giving them a crazy, crazy offer. So Nick Bosa, Montez Sweat, Brian Burns from the defensive end spot. Moving to outside linebacker, Micah Parsons, probably the defensive player of the year if the season ended right now. You could argue Garrett, you could argue Bosa, you can always argue Donald, you can argue Sauce, you can argue, I would argue a Chris Jones, but I think Parsons would win the award if polled right now, followed by Zadarius Smith, the Minnesota Vikings. Just been insane. Former Packer, former Raven, could have gone back to the Ravens, failed the physical, and now he's with Minnesota and just a menace to society. And to wrap up, one of the best offseason moves, the Seattle Seahawks getting Uchenna and Nwosu from the Los Angeles Chargers. He has been a revelation this year, one of the top edges in football. Moving to the center of the defense with middle linebackers, inside linebackers, Demario Davis, who would be in my All-Pro team, and Fred Warner, who would make my second All-Pro team. I don't think there's much conversation here. Bobby Wagner for the Rams has had a good season. TJ Edwards for Philadelphia has had a potential Pro Bowl caliber season. Just it's tough when there's only two inside linebacker spots. Jordan Brooks for Seattle has had a strong season. Devondre Campbell for the Packers, the reigning All-Pro, has had a great season. Levante David, of course, is always in conversations here. But I would roll with Demario Davis and Fred Warner. Moving to the secondary, Jalen Ramsey would be in my All-Pro team. Tariq Woolen of the Seattle Seahawks would be in my All-Pro 2 team. I believe leads all corners and interceptions. Darius Slay, big play Slay, is one of two Eagles corners here. I will add James Bradbury. Didn't make my Pro Bowl roster, but would be my fourth corner on the actual Pro Bowl team if I got to decide everything. Moving to safeties, a much more fun group than to me in the AFC. It starts with Talanoa Hufanga, the Tongan Tiger of the San Francisco 49ers, a Troy Polamalu clone, if you will. He trained with Polamalu, went to USC, just insane instincts, always around the ball, always making plays. I think he would be one of my All-Pro picks if the season ended today, followed by Budda Baker, the man who is playing through all of the injuries to fight for the Arizona Cardinals, to fight through wins, to beat the Rams. He's on Hard Knocks. He's banging the table. Emotional leader of that football team and a darn good football player. And then wrapping it up, Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. I've been a Honey Badger critic at times in the past, but he's played at a high level. He's been the third best safety to me in the NFC and a top, 8 safety in football this year. Some other arguments. Eddie Jackson has had a good season. Former Saint Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the Eagles now has had a good season. The entire 49ers secondary has been really good this season, so you can potentially throw one of them in. Also, Derek Forrest of the Washington Commanders and Cam Curl. Both of them have been excellent, just not quite the number of snaps you want to see. Richie Grant from the Atlanta Falcons has played at a high level. Quandre Diggs is always around the football for the Seattle Seahawks. The Giants and Bucks have had, pretty good safety play. Julian Love, Antoine Winfield, respectively. So I would go to Talanoa, Hufanga, Buda Baker, and Honey Badger. And to finish off the team, NFC special teamers, Graham Gano at kicker. He's missed one kick this season. Just been excellent all year for the Giants. Big reason why they're 7-2. Punter Jake Camarda, a rookie, the second rookie punter I've picked, actually, with Stonehouse in the AFC. Camarda's been excellent. He has the longest punt of the season, has been a weapon for a middling Bucks team that has the 1-5 stretch in the middle of their season. They've won the last two. They won the first two of their season, but that 1-5 stretch, just a weird stretch with the Brady team. Camarda's helped them a lot. Long snapper, I picked him because of the name, Cameron Cheeseman of the Washington Commanders. Return specialist, Avery Williams. Doesn't have the kick return acumen of my AFC pick, but he leads the NFL in punt return average. He has the longest punt return of the season, and he's been a dynamic punt returner, and he's been, to me, the best returner in the NFC. And then special teamer, Jeremy Reeves, among the league leaders in special teams tackles, not getting penalized, not missing tackles, just a good all-around player. He plays for the Washington Commanders. So thank you guys for listening to that or watching it wherever you get your Splash content. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.